life is black and white, especially in my public service career. My team worked very hard, and I exploited them too much. I just kept working and working. Sometimes I even brought my staff to my residence for meetings until midnight. We have been constantly racing against time. I left my hometown when I was young. My father sent me to study in Tainan. Whenever I returned home, I usually left early in the day. And by the time I arrived in Chichong, it was already night. On the left side of Hepping Street, there's a lush mountain range, and on the right, there's the blue coastline. From twilight till night, that entire landscape has been imprinted in my mind. After finishing military service, I stayed at home for a while to help my father in the onion fields and taking care of the fish. I felt lonely because I enjoyed going out and spending time outdoors. Last night, my mother was discharged from the hospital. We came to pay respects to the god of the earth, Avalokiteshvara, the Jade Emperor, and the 3 officials. It's fast.
They disappear.
Yes, they fly until they disappear. It's a money-counting machine. The god of the earth is counting money. Once, next to our fishing spot, there was the owner of the animal feed store, who was investing in a factory in the special zone of Shantou. Anyway, being a country boy, I wanted to try. So I went to Hong Kong, then directly to Shantou, where I spent several years, from the beginning of the factory's construction, sales, etc. Then I left the company and moved to Moscow, Russia, where I rented an office in 1990. In Pingtung, the discrepancy between urban and rural areas is significant. Over the past 8 years, I have been thinking about how to reduce this gap. The first 4 years were tough. We know that in the public sector, 1 + 1 must be less than 1. I didn't believe in that and sought to reverse and change that conformist culture. I tried to find ways to make 1 + 1 greater than 2 within this framework. And of course, there were setbacks. In the implementation of a policy, it's common to encounter a significant disparity in public opinion. But we will give our all to what we believe is right. It's like I tell my team that we're stepping on an extremely muddy field embankment. But no matter how deep or heavy we step on it, we'll always leave a mark. I am grateful for the support and trust of my teammates and the citizens. That helped me to move forward fearlessly and resolutely. After 8 years of effort, we have seen results in healthcare equality, but indeed, we must continue to improve. What I wish for the future is the transport equity, which has been ignored for years, to start and finish as soon as possible. These are the expectations of Pingtung people. What makes me prouder is that we've successfully united the cohesion within the public service system and built the trust of the citizens. We have transformed Pingtung, which used to be synonym for beautiful, pretty, and far away, into a branded Pingtung. I'm a typical farm boy. The land of Pingtung was the nourishment that fed my growth. I am proud that I have not betrayed my principles. Even in positions of power, we still maintain our purity.